Welcome to my people. Fourth video of the day. If you're in the quad club, let us know down below. Michelle Obama. Okay, this is going over a big theme this week about how the media lied to you about Joe Biden, said he was a heroic servant. He was a selfish liar. The media also lied themselves about saying when Jake Tapper said he did a tell-all book, he basically was lying, implying that he wasn't one of the liars. That's a lie. The biggest lie of all was when the media said, oh, Michelle Obama, so articulate, graceful, and cute.
I want to start by thanking Harvey Weinstein for organizing this amazing day.
She could beat Trump. If you believe Michelle Obama could beat Trump, it's yes, she could, or no, she can't. Let me know in the comments below, because I think this is probably the most overrated Democrat in our history. This is going to be a kind of a greatest hits of all of her tedious, painful, angry, selfish, narcissistic victimhood, and it's on display on all these videos. I didn't have to search for them. I just go boom, boom, boom. Here they are.
Right.
But the minute we had kids, it was like, where are you going? And how far? And you start measuring. It's like, how many diapers did you change? And oh, you're golfing? Yeah.
That's her counting the cost of every time Barack Obama needed to get out of the house. And she's measuring how many diapers did you change? By the way, if we were keeping track, I probably changed, I would guess 1% of our kids' diapers compared to the beloved Miss Tenable. And she's like 50-50 with the president of the United States, Barack Obama. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm only saying this attitude is not where successful, happy marriages come from. This attitude is where incredibly bitter, angry, her permanently pierced down, angry looking eyebrows. This is where it comes from, this attitude.
Yeah. Oh, you got time? Oh, you got time to go? How you at the gym all the time? That's when all the measuring starts, because you got this project.
Yes.
And guess what? Little kids, they're terrorists.
Okay, so she said you have this project and those dumb kids are getting, and then she just called them a terrorist. This is someone who despises children.
They have demands. They don't talk.
Right.
They're poor communicators.
Yes.
They cry all the time. They're irrational.
They're selfish.
Needy.
Irrational and needy. Why, she's on a couch full of 6 irrational, needy people.
And you love them more than anything.
Oh.
And so you can't blame them.
No.
Good. I like the love thing.
Right, because look, they're cute, and he's so cute. And look at him throwing his plate. That's so cute. So you turn that ire on each other.
Yeah.
Oh, holy cow. I don't want to get into marital therapy, but she's going, you hate the kids because they're terrorists, but then they do something cute, and then you turn your ire on each other, on your husband. And she's always downing him in public, which I really think is very disrespectful when you're downing your spouse. And if I'm a husband, and you're not going to ever hear me down my wife on this show, that'd be terrible. Permanently grouchy, permanent scowling Michelle Obama.
We have trouble too. Yeah. Because even when you have hashtag couples goals, marriage is hard. Yep. And it takes work. And
This is another one. The marriage is hard and it takes work, people. Okay, I'm married 35 years coming up this June. It's not a lot of work. It's not very difficult. Guys, compared to everything else in my life, I think she makes it difficult, but it's not supposed to be work all the time. Your partners, your buddies. You know, my roommates from college, we're best friends. It's not a lot of work to hang out with them. It's an incredible joy to be with them, even when you're opposite. And yes, you're going to have some fights, a couple of them here and there, but the idea that it's constantly a lot of work, like for Michelle, she has to fake an iron-fisted. It's just a terrible thing to say to you about your spouse.
I love him dearly.
Yeah,
and I want all couples to understand that marriage is work.
Okay, I love him dearly, but then she goes right back into it's work, it's manual labor, it's like breaking rocks. Marriage to Barack Obama, I should say marriage to Michelle is like being a coal miner. You're like a welder, an underwater welder. You see the guys at 2 a.m. redoing the roads with the tar on the roads in the middle of the night?
And it's work every day.
Work.
Being a parent is work.
Oh, it's work.
As much as you want it. Yeah. Bringing children into the world, the ones you wanted, it'll be the hardest thing you will ever do because
No, it's not. No, it's not. People always lay the guilt on the kids. Remember, you're the ones that brought them in. Okay. It's very much the way God brings us into the world. That thankfulness only goes one way. It's like parents are there to love on their kids, and the kids in general are not there. They're not adults who know how to engage with you and give you love back. Usually, the chain of command goes after they have their kids. They will love on their kids, and it also won't be returned often.
it's the most important thing that you will ever do.
Yeah.
And I don't want anybody to be blinded by that. And a lot of
blinded.
women are struggling with the finding a mate, finding a good mate, dealing with the
And I just want to say to all the women out there that are having a hard time finding a mate, finding a good mate, this lady found a mate. So that should give you some encouragement.
biological time clock, thinking about freezing eggs, just
Whoa. How did we go from biological time clock to thinking about freezing eggs? This is like a science experiment. Freezing eggs.
it feels more fraught than it
Ooh,
maybe
yeah.
even was for me when I was that age.
Okay.
What should you have said?
I should have said that I needed his team to really truly value that he had a family.
Obama's team at the White House when he's running for president, they didn't value that he had a family. Hey, get back here, president of the free world.
You know, that I shouldn't have just said, well, this is what it takes to get this done. I mean,
But that is what it takes to get this done. Marco Rubio, I had another video. I'm not going to play it here. But Marco Rubio, when they were saying that, he wasn't a careful enough statesman, he said he spends more time with Ukrainian leaders in negotiations than he has seen his own kids. These people are sacrificing. They're working hard. Michelle Obama, I mean, you're only the first lady. It's like, go home, go quilt something.
it was almost like the consultants that sit around. It was almost like this is the way it has to be. The legacy of presidential office doesn't recognize families. It is not designed, you get in there and it all revolves around the commander in chief, who has always been a man. And the whole system of it doesn't really take into account that there's a wife and kids.
Bitter. I didn't even hear the Reagans complain about this when their son Ron Jr. became a screw up, or I've never heard the Clintons talk about Chelsea Clinton in this way.
And their needs and the demands on them. So I wound up having to fight for a lot of stuff on my own.
Oh, I'll bet you fought. Let's get out. There's the fighter face. This has to be one of the angriest people.
People line up for my advice.
Oh yeah, say yes, blonde. Just nod, big smile. People line up for my advice. I'm Michelle Obama.
And you're walking away like I'm stupid.
I don't know. I can't imagine why someone would do that. I'm not walking away like you're stupid. I'm walking away like you're bitter and angry.
It's like I've written books.
Oh, you know how hard it is to write a book? I've written and drawn over 25 books. I didn't have a ghostwriter like you.
I've given speeches. People
Who walks around saying this? By the way, I've given speeches too. I did not get $700,000 for a 12-minute speech. But you never walk around going, you listen to me. Listen up. People ask for my advice all the time. They line up to have me sign my books. I've written books. I give speeches. And what? Okay, and finally, this is the latest episode with 7,000 views in 8 hours. People don't like her. I mean, you can watch her YouTube channel for free. Type in Michelle Obama. It's free. You can go watch her instead of me all day. Look at me. I'm covered in scars. I'm a Republican. Michelle Obama has a free show.
Good, Mish. How you doing?
I am good.
You
You're
look-
looking you
I was gonna say you look refreshed.
thank you. I am pretty refreshed.
Okay, that's the face of refreshed. Look at her refreshed face. Okay. So refreshed. I'm going to make my refreshed Here's my refreshed face, everybody. I feel refreshed. I'm Doug in Exile. See you guys tomorrow.